woman is a social construct, and when we really, I don't identify as female. I'm not female. I know that I'm not female. I know that I don't have ovaries or uterus. I know that I cannot pass a baby through a vaginal channel because I don't have that. However, I do fall under the woman umbrella because I am a trans woman. I'm a Black trans woman. So I do, but I know that I'm not female.
Right.
Woman is basically, when we say woman, when it comes into that, for us, it's a social construct. Am I right? Am I saying it right?
It is. No, it is based. My thing is, when we're talking about anatomy, when we're talking about how you have to be seen by a doctor, right? Male and female are the terms that are going to genetically get you through the door. That is who you have to see in order to remain healthy, right? And now there are some trans women that are not on this live to defend themselves. Maddie and I are not them, that identify themselves as female and woman. We are not those women.
Yeah, I'm not that. And so, and I respect those. I respect everyone's identity. You know,
I do.
But I know that I am not. And here's the thing, Hope, for me, I enjoy, telling people that I'm a trans woman. I enjoy the trans and the hyphen in between. I enjoy that because I'm really letting it be known that I understand that I'm not female. I know that I know that my genetic makeup is not female, and it will never be female. However, under a social construct,
all day.
Yeah.
I'm a woman all day and tomorrow. And the thing about it, the thing that really kills me is that people like King Charles who look at, okay, y'all, on my platform, I wouldn't pay Charles no attention because people like that, they go away when you start to not pay him no attention. The only reason that he's still here is because y'all commenting back and forth for him. But if y'all stop talking to him, he get bored and he leave. But since he's still here, what I want to say is, even you, King Charles, wouldn't walk up and be like, hey, fellas. And it's because we're women, right? Now, what you know about our anatomy is based on what and when we decide to tell you. Everything else, when we walk around socially, if Maddie and I walked into the JCPenney's right now, and we were looking for clothes, you wouldn't walk either one of us over to the men's jacket section and be like, have that it. And that is what we're talking about when we say social constructs, when we're talking about social behavior, the way that you treat people based off of how they are socially coming up or how they appear, right, in the world. Mm-hmm. Socially, we are women. We are types of women. Just like you have fat women and skinny women and Black women and Armenian women. Trans women are a part of the categories that women can fall in. Same as trans men.
Yes. Yes. And so I think that's what I think we, when we have these conversations in other places, there are a lot of people who feel like that our existence is some type of erasure for, for females. And I'm always there like, I can't never erase a woman.
Ever.
I can never erase a female because I'm not that. But I do exist under that umbrella. Like, I am a trans woman. That's what it is. And so therefore, the older that I'm getting in that situation, I don't let it bother me. I don't get angry about it anymore, and a lot of times, Hope, we get angry about it and we meet it with such aggression because, we get tired of having that same conversation. But sometimes we just need to have that conversation.
Wait a minute. Hold up. Pause, Maddie, because this is the part that does irk my motherfucking soul. Did King Charles just say he gay? Oh. This is a whole nother conversation that we...
Let's have it. Stay tuned.
This is that shit, okay? And the thing that... And what I want a lot... Yeah, because a lot of y'all cis folks under there like, huh? What you mean? Yeah, because it happens. Just because we are a part of the same community does not mean that they see it for us. And this is a prime example, and I'm happy that it's happening live. Because I had to tell my mama this one time. A lot of these queer folks, and especially, I hate to say it, gay Black men, because I don't convene with a bunch of white guys, just my experience, right? Mm. A lot of these gay Black men feel the same way that some of you cisgender heterosexual people feel. And the sad part about it, and what makes it fucked up, is that you would assume that if nobody else understood, that they get it, but they don't. Which goes to show you that gender and sexuality are two completely different things, and they have two completely different conversations that need to happen around them. Because when you have a gay Black man avidly in these comments trying to dismantle the womanhood of two women that are in this community, one of them whom just yesterday finished getting the gay boy out of a horrible situation. That could have been you, King Charles. That could have been you in that house that I just helped to get out of that situation. And you're sitting here avidly trying to dismantle the womanhood of two women that are on live to discuss the community as a whole and how to be better. And instead of you taking this time to celebrate us and celebrate the things that we do with our platform, you're trying to use this little moment of fame to chase clout and talk about how we're men. This is what y'all do. And then y'all sit back and ask why some trans girls have issues with the boys and the butch queens. Because out of all of the things that you could have done with what we were doing on this live, you choose to dismantle our womanhood for the sake of likes, clicks, views, and for other people that are low-key on some fuck shit with you to agree with you. Make it make sense, homie. Make it make sense. And yet and still, the girls are still gonna march for you. Yet and still, if you go out to a gay pride parade tomorrow and get your ass beat, I'm still gonna vouch for you.
Well, the reason why we have pride and parades and these celebrations is because of two.
Marsha P. and Sylvia Rivera.
Because of two trans women of color. Of color.
Marsha P. and Sylvia Rivera. So during Pride Month, while y'all are over here sucking and fucking and using this as an excuse to run off to Atlanta and New York and DC and all of the things to ignore the girls and act like we just so thirsty for y'all, remember that the reason that you can have pride is because of women like Marsha and Sylvia and Stormy. Remember that the reason why some of y'all are upset that you're not seeing gay men on TV that look a certain way, the reason that y'all can be on TV is because women like myself, like Laverne, like Maddie and Janet and Amaya and all of us were fearless and got on there first and allowed them to disrag us first. Y'all want to talk so much about how there's no representation, but the problem is if we don't kick the door down, y'all are perfectly fine pretending to be straight and fucking on people's husbands in the backgrounds and behind the dumpsters of Krispy Kremes. Y'all are perfectly fine with that. Some of you. So don't ever disrespect the trans women that are bold enough to live in the truth that we are. Don't ever. Especially when half of y'all are complacent and trying to pretend like you're more masculine than you are for the sake of being accepted by people who still call you a faggot behind your back. Make it make sense, boys. Make it make sense, boys.
We done had some combos today.
Yeah. Cause that worked. I was okay when I thought he was just a whole regular ignorant, black cis man. But wait a minute, you a whole queen.
But can we say this, Hope, right here is that there's something that's been taught to us, growing up, and this is why when we have conversations like I find myself fussing. Well, not no more. I've calmed myself because I was like, girl, just calm down, Madison. I found myself saying, gay men, men that like trans women are usually not gay identified. These men are not going to identify as gay men. Like when I see some cis women saying, "Well, y'all need to deal with me, gay men." Like, but gay men
don't want us.
They don't want us, sister.
They don't want us.
They
at
don't.
All.
They don't want us. Gay men don't want us, girl. Straight men do.
We're not hunting them down.
Usually when the men are in the gym, they're in the gym for other men.
They're not there looking for us. Men go where women are to find women, regardless of what kind of woman you are. So stop letting these boys stop letting these boys lie to y'all and act like we're not a hot commodity when every single year when they do the evaluation of the top porn sites.
Oh!
Should I say it?
Oh!
Should I say it?
Go ahead, home.
Every year when they do the top evaluation of the top search porn engines, you know what the number one is and has been for about the last 3? Trans porn, she-male, big dick tranny porn. That's what that. We not watching it. The girls aren't watching ourselves. There are some cis women that like trans women, but you can bet your bottom dollar that cis women are not taking that number over the top like that. So who's watching it? If all of these men can't stand trans women, trannies are so disgusting, we're so nasty, don't nobody want us, who watching it? How are so many trans women on OnlyFans paying their rent, their mama rent, and 3 car notes? If all of these men can, and y'all see it because a lot of y'all follow the girls. Within your transphobia, you're still living for the girls. So a lot of y'all know that I'm not lying because you're following the girls. The top percent of OnlyFans models are trans women. And if you're not buying them, and your sister's not buying them, and your niece is not buying it, who the fuck y'all think paying these girls' bills? As they sit in front of you and talk about how nasty it is.
Girl, let's not really talk about clientele.
Because the same politicians passing laws are the same politicians that have a girl on standby.
Woo!
The same politicians passing these laws are the same people that have the girl's flight information saved in a black book somewhere. And so make it make sense.
Listen, we giving too much to the politicians. Let's talk about some of these same
basketball player, football player, these singers, these rappers that be all in the inbox.
Well, done flew to bitch out.
Local hood dealer.
Listen, I know those girls done seen me for years say I ain't worked since I was 23. I'm 44 years old. And y'all know my story. I told y'all I was a hoe. So somebody buying it. And I ain't have no high white clientele. Oh, my phone fell. I'm sorry.
Come on now. Make it make sense. Y'all having all of these conversations about trans women, but y'all are not having these conversations about these men that are lying to y'all faces. And y'all believe in it because you want to. Not because it's a good lie. Not because it's a convincing lie, but because you want to believe it.
Which brings me back to the last statement that I said. We ain't tricking him. He's tricking you.
And getting away with it.
Out of all that shit. Now listen, Hope. I'm gonna say this because I'm gonna debunk this.
Okay.
I do not think that all men are trans attracted. I do not think that all men fuck trans women. I do not think that all men are homosexual or gay. I have to say this because I don't think that. What I think is hard dicks bust nuts. Hard dicks bust nuts. And you bring your ass up there and put your head on the chopping block by the nigga and lose your head if you want to.
Because on the right day, on the right night with the wrong bitch.
Bitch, on the right day, on the right night, on the wrong day, on the right night with his homeboy. Ah! Niggas doing homeboys.
They be doing it.
Niggas doing homeboys. Niggas doing homeboys. You be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that same homeboy you be riding for.
You can't pull that nigga away from his homeboy. Something wrong.
Period.
You out here worried about the bitch with the titties and the fake bitch. You better worry about that nigga he's smoking with.
24/7.
It's crazy.
He be at Swan House 24/7.
It's crazy. Hope it's crazy. Like I try to tell ladies when I have some real lady friends, I tell them, I say, girl, we have the same issues. We got the same nigga issues.
The same ones.
The same ones. Them niggas. Listen, how you ain't no more black men. You be like, sure ain't. They fucking in the gym with their hoes.
Because they fucking each other.
Yes.
They fucking each other. Y'all, I mean, I really feel like if a lot of cis women could see the things that we see, these boys low-key lightweight don't even want us.
Right.
They use us half the time as gateways to get to these boys.
That is not true.
Lies.
That's not true. But they don't want the fat fem boys. They like the gym fem boys.
Oh! Like I said, I don't think that all men are gay. I don't think all men are trans attracted. I don't think all men. I just know that if a dick get hard, it will bust.
Cindy, the TV's leaking.
I done seen a nigga put his dick through a fucking goddamn cereal box and fuck
Cindy,
it.
The TV's leaking.
Anyway, they don't like having these real conversations. Hope these real conversations that this is stuff that we have to really have these conversations because people will just block it out and because they got this one train of thinking and you be like, girl, what world you live in? What this one way ass world you live in, girl?
They know better. But it's easier to do. It's easier to do the fucked up things than it is to do the right thing. It's hard to be a cis woman and be like, nah, I know what you did. It's easy to be like, oh, I know you got tricked. I know how they do. Cause ain't nobody gonna question you about why you're defending the trans person if you say, oh, I know how they do. I know how they is.
All right. Well, let's dig into it. Hope. We're not gonna leave the bitches out the shit. Some of them trans girls is a mess too.
A hot mess.
They're a hot mess, and they do shit like that. They have, and so they have made a name where it's they do shit like that. But real niggas eat pussy. We're not going to excuse them bitches, so let's not sit up here and excuse them. We're not going to excuse them. They have done shit like that. They have. But this is 2021. It's no need to go through that.
So can we So can we get into the queen of the pussy stunt? Because she just pulled it the other day.